Some major rumors are going around regarding Edge's future in WWE, so we'll see what's going on there. We'll also check out the latest for Rikishi, Brock Lesnar, and more. Let's start things off with the big news regarding the sudden end of Edge's WWE career. WWE recently announced that Edge will be appearing on the August 18th edition of Smackdown in his hometown of Toronto, Canada, to celebrate the 25th anniversary of his WWE career. Edge actually made a surprise appearance on the August 11th edition of Smackdown to hype up the 25th anniversary celebration and reveal what he'll be doing on that edition of Smackdown. Edge said that when he was preparing for his 2020 Royal Rumble return, Sheamus was the one person that he spent the most time with training and prepping for that return. Edge claimed that they would train hard every single day, and it got to the point where Sheamus was practically living with Edge and his family. And obviously all that hard work they put into getting Edge ready to come back really paid off, because he had that explosive return in 2020 and never looked back. But one of Edge's main points was that despite their close friendship with each other outside of the ring, Edge and Sheamus had never worked with each other inside the WWE ring. So that led to Edge calling out Sheamus, and the both of them exchanged some friendly jabs at each other. That's when it was officially announced that Edge versus Sheamus will take place on the August 18th edition of Smackdown. But here's where things took a very unexpected turn. Wrestling Observer Radio started reporting that Edge's trainer allegedly said that August 18th is Edge's final match, and that he'll be hanging up his boots after the match. The reason why some fans are believing this report is because in August 2022, Edge did flat out say himself to the Toronto crowd that he'll be back next summer to retire in Toronto. And after August 18th, WWE won't be back in Toronto for a while. So if Edge is going to pull the trigger on retirement and sticking to his word from last summer, this appears to be the golden opportunity for this moment. But on the other hand, Edge was asked after WrestleMania 39 if he had any second thoughts about his summer 2023 retirement, and if he had changed his mind. And Edge said at that press conference that he feels like he's got at least one full year of elite competition left in him, obviously meaning that he would be looking at a mid-2024 retirement in that case. Even though Edge did give everyone the warning a year in advance, it's still going to catch fans off guard if August 18th really does turn out to be his last match. And we haven't seen much of Edge in recent months as it is. He had the World Heavyweight Championship tournament match, a match with Grayson Waller, and that's been it up until now. So it definitely would have been amazing if he had a little bit more of a farewell tour leading up to the August 18th edition of just showing up just to retire. But it is just a rumor after all, so we'll have to see if Edge will leave his boots in the ring after SmackDown. Rikishi's potential return and involvement with the Bloodline story has been a popular fan theory for several months now. Fans just feel like it has such a perfect spot for Rikishi to make his presence felt and try to get things back to normal. Obviously, Rikishi has such a big right to be in this story because the situation is that 3 of his sons are basically all at war with each other. So it's only normal and expected for a father to step in and try to ease everything down a bit in a situation like that. So that's why fans just feel like it's only a matter of time before Rikishi pops up on television and plays a critical role in the storyline. And these theories really came into play recently when a smaller wrestling promotion was advertising Rikishi appearing at their event and saying how fans should come see him before he makes a special guest referee at WWE Payback. Now, maybe the small wrestling promotion was just saying that sarcastically as a joke, given the current storyline with Rikishi's sons. But everyone was posting that graphic and wondering if it was a legit spoiler for WWE Payback. It started spreading like crazy until Rikishi himself had to address this rumor and say that there was no truth to the Payback rumors. Even if Rikishi doesn't appear at Payback, fans still expect him to appear at some point down the line. The Usos have even said themselves that the number one thing they both want in their careers right now is a one-on-one match with each other at WrestleMania, and they want Rikishi to be involved as well. The Usos were technically split up at SummerSlam, but there's a lot of rumors going around that WWE may hold off on the big Jimmy versus Jey match until WrestleMania 40 itself. Some fans think that everything we're seeing right now, such as Jey quitting, could be a tactic of buying time and extending the story to get them closer to WrestleMania 40. And despite what Jimmy did at SummerSlam, he's not viciously against Jey or hates him at the moment. As we saw in the August 11th edition of Smackdown, Jimmy was more than ready to reconcile with Jey right there in that moment, but it was Jey who laid him out. So the Usos technically aren't fully split up yet in that regards, so we'll have to wait and see how the story unfolds to fully get Jimmy and Jey on opposite sides. It was reported that Jimmy is currently being listed as a heel in the internal roster, but he appears to be a tweener that's sort of in a gray area, at least for the time being. So we'll see if that will drastically change soon. It was recently reported that we've apparently seen Brock Lesnar's last WWE appearance for the year of 2023 at SummerSlam, and how Brock's next appearance could be during WrestleMania season. Well, there's been a small update to that situation. New reports claim that Brock Lesnar's future schedule and his return date is reportedly being kept well under wraps, and everything in general regarding Brock's future appearances is just extremely secretive for the time being. So no one knows Brock's exact return, but it sounds like it could be a big surprise when it happens. Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus' storyline continued this week on the August 14th edition of Raw. Everyone thought Becky and Trish would main event this edition of Raw, but they came out at the beginning of the third hour and it became clear why they weren't the main event. The match ended in a double count with Trish and Zoe Stark beating Becky Lynch up all over the arena. Adam Pearce then announced that Trish and Becky will meet again and it'll be inside of a steel cage. But the exact date and time of that steel cage match was not confirmed. So it could be on Raw or at Payback if Becky and Trish can make the card. Some fans enjoy how long this storyline is going on for, while others feel like it's starting to get into the territory of dragging on for too long, without that many eventful things happening. So we'll have to see what's next for their story. Will the cage match be the finale, or is there another extension to the feud coming after that? But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.